All right, hello, my name is Cora Anderson. I'm from Otis, Kansas. I will be a sophomore at Barton County Community College here in just a couple weeks. I'm on the basketball team there. I have another year at Barton and then not quite sure where I plan on going next, but my end goal is to end up in vet school and then specialize in embryo transfer. So this summer I interned with Cache Creek Veterinary Service in La Crosse. This is my second year with the program, last year being my first. It's also Cache Creek's second year with me. This summer I interned for Dr. Aaron Larson and Dr. Nikki Larson. They're a husband and wife that have a mobile vet clinic. Dr. Aaron does the large animal and Nikki does the small animals. So like I said, they're a mixed animal practice in both large and small animals, and they're a mobile vet clinic. So they don't have a home vet clinic. So we travel to the clients and their farms, and that's probably one of my favorite parts, is just getting out, seeing new people, seeing their farms and their operations. But we also do work out of La Crosse Livestock. They are the vets there, so it's really nice to have a place that we can do something if needed. So a few things that I did this summer was a lot of preg checking, and then there's two ways to preg check a cow, so arming them and then also using an ultrasound. And then we also did a lot of semen testing in bulls. And this summer I didn't get in on as much as I did last summer. Last summer I got out of school early with COVID, so I got to do a lot more, which was actually a blessing in disguise. And then I did some implanting in heifers, and then again at La Crosse Livestock, there's a sale every Friday, so we do that. And then record keeping is a huge thing in any business, but we send our records into the state, so it's really important that we do that. And we had to keep track of ear tag numbers, the color of the cow, and then also their bangs clip. So here was a couple pictures of me ultrasounding heifers. It's easier to ultrasound heifers because they're so much smaller than cows, and sometimes you can't get your arm in them. So here is, I have goggles on my head, you can see, and there's basically a TV screen that you look in towards, and you can see the calf in the heifer if it's bred. And here is arming cows at the sale barn. So that's me with Dr. Aaron Larson. And he would always say, do you want first or second? So I'd choose if I wanted to preg him first, and I'd tell him what I thought it was, or he'd preg him first, and then he'd wait till I called him and told me if I was right or wrong, and always explained everything. I really liked working for Dr. Larson because he's a really good teacher. He taught me a lot, and he'll even teach his clients something. So if you have any question, he'll just be right there to tell you. Also, one of my favorite things about working for Dr. Larson, implanting. This is the first time I had done that. He asked me, he said, have you done this before? And I said, nope. And he said, well, you're about to. So I really liked that aspect about him, and he was always teaching me stuff. This is semen testing bulls. This is used to make sure your bulls are good before you turn them out with your cows. So the middle picture is me palpating the bulls. And then after you palpate them, you put a probe in them. And then this yellow machine down here that I have, there's different speeds that it goes. And then you collect the semen into that tube I have there. And then after you get the semen into the tube, you put it under a microscope and you look at all of it and see if it will be good for your herd to breed your cows. And semen testing is a dirty job, but I did enjoy it. So this was me treating a pony with Dr. Larson for thrush. And thrush is just a combination of dirt, manure, grass that just gets stuck in that hoof and causes problems. So you just clean that out and treat it so they walk better. This was Dr. Larson's favorite picture, so I had to make sure I added it in. And here was me implanting for the first time. You implant into the ear of the cows, and the implant is just a growth hormone that promotes weight gain and growth in your herd. Treating down cows. This was actually probably one of my favorite days. It was the first time that I had gotten to just go out in the middle of a pasture and treat a cow. So this was an older cow, so we knew that it had a couple different problems, and it wasn't getting up, so it wasn't, come after. So we put a halter on it and tied it to its back so it wouldn't do anything. And right here, I'm basically giving it an IV. So you put the needle in, and then we gave it dextrose, which is basically sugar water. Biotic. So just to hopefully make it feel better. And then thank you to Nex-Gen internship program for allowing me to do this summer. And then also to Cache Creek and Aaron and Nikki for letting me do it with them again. I really enjoyed it. And then we just have formed a really great friendship out of it. So I'm really thankful for that.